I think it's safe to say that Goku Black is becoming less and less impressive with each episode. He shows up in the present timeline, exchanges a couple of blows, a couple of hits with Goku. Actually, he sends some like energy blasts at him. Nothing. I mean, Goku pretty much tanks that shit. Then there's a couple of hits here and there. The Ring of Time starts reacting, pulls him back into the future timeline, and when he gets back, he's like, "Oh, oh, Goku, Son Goku." Now, he did say that he's been able to pin down Goku's fighting style, and so he's going to incorporate that into himself to get stronger. But even then, I mean, like, yeah, because after he leaves, there's a point where Future Trunks is asked, "So is this guy like the guy that you fought in the future? Was he a lot stronger than this?" And Future Trunks is like, "Well, I would say he's a little bit stronger, but not that stronger." And well, so it's like, whoa, wow. So this guy's this guy's a joke. Pretty much, it's a joke. Because Vegeta's like, yeah, I mean, this is not a problem for Goku, because Goku's power, like, real power level is way stronger than this shit. And by the way, so is mine. I like how he added that in. And that's the way Goku fights, right? Like, he never goes all out from the beginning. It would just be a waste of energy. So he just, his increment in power is completely dependent upon what the situation or what his opponent requires. So, you know, he goes up with his opponent, but if his opponent is not putting in the work, if the opponent is a joke, then he can just take, what is, like, Super Saiyan? He didn't even go Super Saiyan 3. And Black Goku was like, "Oh, Kakarot, oh, you totally rocked me, man. Oh, I'm gonna get stronger, but just hold on, man. Oh, no." I mean, I know he's gonna get stronger, but come on. If the Ring of Time had not reacted and pulled him back into the future, it would have been done right there and then, son. I mean, I'm seriously, Goku would have had absolutely no problem dealing with this guy. And so he did mention something that I thought was, you know, another checkmark moment here where he says, like, "I've been dying to fight you in this body." So obviously, whoever Black is, it has to be somebody that took control, took possession over the body of a Saiyan. Goku's maybe? I don't know. But another thing is, like, his ki doesn't turn yellow, it's still black. So again, there's something weird going on there. So I don't know how this guy was able to kill so many people and turn the earth to ruin without being stopped by anyone in that timeline. It's crazy. And another thing is, like, oh, you know, the girl that, you know, he supposedly killed, she's alive. So that's another testament to the fact that, well, I mean, he didn't even make sure that, you know, she was dead. So Mai's alive, which isn't that big of a shocker because she was in the opening as well as in the posters that were promotional art for this arc. And so had they killed her off in the first episode, it would have been like, wait, what? Well, why is she part of the propaganda? Why is she part of the marketing if she's going to die in the very first episode? And I'm beginning to think that Black is basically like a creature that can absorb or copy people's abilities at this point. It's funny because there's a scene with Pilaf and Mai. They're dressed as firemen and they're trying to put out the time capsule, which is on fire because Black Goku destroyed it before he left. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, Mai, maybe if you had spent a little less time dicking around in the present and more time training, you wouldn't have gotten your ass kicked in the future. I mean, not the fact that anybody cared when she got her ass kicked. I mean, not really. When we were under the impression that she had died, who cared? I mean, really, I read the comments. I didn't see anybody saying, "Oh no, poor Mai, no, no." Cliffhanger, moving hand over here. Oh my! I just want Goku to beat Goku Black's ass now. At this point, I'm just like, oh, come on, go to the future. By the way, even though see, here's the funny part, right? So Black destroys the time capsule. Bulma finds the time capsule that was used by Cell. So throwback to that. And there's this one part where, like, Whis is explaining the fact that, well, first of all, the ring belongs to the Kaioshin, so there's something weird. Yeah, because Beerus says, yeah, there's no such thing as, like, you know, that guy shouldn't be looking like you, Goku. There's something weird. And then Whis said, well, because Krillin asks, hey, Whis, you did that thing, remember, in Resurrection of F, when you actually turned back time for a little bit? Can you do that and send us to the future? Because you have time manipulating powers, right? And Whis finds a very polite way of saying, well, yeah, you're right, but I only did that because it was convenient for the writers of the movie to have me do that at that point in time. Now that we're not in the movie, hey, I have a new limitation. I have a 3-minute time limit on this shit, alright? So now that I've given you my explanation, leave me alone and let me go back to eating my weenie or my sausage or whatever. And I thought to myself, wait, so if that's the case, couldn't you turn back time 3 minutes to save or prevent the time machine from being destroyed by Black Goku so that you could still have the time machine and go be able to follow him into the future. And it doesn't really matter all that much because Bulma's going to get to work. And I think, I may be mistaken, but I think we see future Trunks back in the future timeline in next week's preview.
What little we got to see of the fight, I thought was pretty enjoyable. I thought it was pretty well handled. I just liked those punches landing back and forth. Thought it was a pretty good exchange. And I also like how, like, at one point Vegeta, Piccolo, and Krillin just leave, like they fly off to follow them so that they can see the fight. And meanwhile, Wiz is just like, fuck this, I'll just project this. Just turn on the TV, kids. Watch it all from here. There was also a pretty nice moment with Vegeta acting somewhat fatherly towards future Trunks when he just tells him, "Don't give up. We'll find another way. Don't worry about it." He doesn't make direct eye contact with him, but I think like this is as fatherly and as soft as Vegeta's ever gonna get. So it's always a nice breath of fresh air when you see those moments. You're like, oh well, that's just Vegeta for you.
And even though the animation at certain points looked like shit, I thought that overall this was a pretty enjoyable, solid episode of Dragon Ball Super. Like I said, the biggest drawback that I got from this is that it kind of like lessens Black Goku's level of threat and menace, especially when you compare him to Goku. But then again, he has a list of pretty impressive feats on his own as well. Like he was destroying other planets, stuff like that, and like there's nobody there in the future that can actually stand against him. So that's kind of like, it was just weird, It's kind of like, wait. I thought this guy was supposed to be a little bit more powerful than what we saw in this episode, but maybe that's where he's headed. To the point where like I started to think about, wait, hold on. Are they actually setting him up to be Goku's opponent? Or is the final fight going to be between him and future Trunks? Because, see, the thing here is this. I know Trunks can't beat him as he is right now. But the thing is, like, if they use Goku to fight Goku Black, then Goku, depending on how powerful Black gets, Goku may unveil a new technique or some type of new combination of powers that we haven't seen before, and I don't know if they would want to do that before the tournament happens. So that's just the thought that I had. We get a new ending in this episode. I believe it's ending 5, and I liked it. I really did like it. I like the fact that despite it being like a giant still, there's some movement there. There's some animation. It's not just a giant poster board. It kind of reminded me of like the Naruto, like fighting dreamers, la 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 la. Yeah. And I like the song. So overall, like I said, it was a pretty cool episode. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you did. I appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel. Comment down below with your thoughts. Just let me know. Do you think Black Goku is a joke? Do you have high expectations for him moving forward? Or is he just like, another step up the ladder for Goku to get ready for that tournament of the other universes? Let me know down below. Thank you.